EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go here from Mile High. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward? A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Denver first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for it.
That's the second overall pick, Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jaguars. His 4th TD grab of the season. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And He is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he works this pass to 25 to the 26-yard line. Travis Hunter, the rookie, the number 2 overall pick, gets in there to make the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The former 1st overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 44-yard line.
Walker. Out of the reach of his receiver, Njoku, and Tariq Walker. Out of the reach of his...
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And it's taken in at the 9. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Bashal Tutin. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bashal Tutin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Broncos nothing. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
1st down. 1st First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Hunter now will go in motion left. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hunter now will go in motion left. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll get this out to Tootin. So no gain on the play. And now what we have here, a third and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third and goal, Lawrence. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On the move past the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big players up front.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. Well, it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Toss to Harvey, running right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
3rd and inches, and you just got to get in there, push the pile, ask your guys up front, get that little bit of extra leverage, because all you need is a sliver, right, just to make sure you get there.
And they weren't happy defensively. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Bashir Tutin, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Thomas will come in motion right. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, 75 yards. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
22. Broncos 8. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And this one is incomplete.
The Broncos at 10-4 on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sideline.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. R.J. Harvey, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Jaguars 22, Broncos 15. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
It's a gain of 30. And the Jaguars first down.
Lawrence. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
16 yards.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Bashal Tutin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 15. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The final shot before break. Nix. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now, I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
De'Ami Brown from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 15. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to try and take off with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Quickly into the hands of Mims. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Yeah, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims laying himself out in the end zone. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 36, Broncos 22.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 46.
Now Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
An 8-yard pickup.
4th down, here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brenton Strange, 37 yards. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 yards there, and a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Nix to the air. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, 31 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 43, Broncos 29.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashir Tootin, 32 yards. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This 2nd and 4. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He completes this to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton from 19 yards away. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score, Jaguars 50, Broncos 36.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
A gain of 14. And the Jaguar first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 16-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Well, he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.